The Duchess of Cambridge joined in a game of show and tell with primary school children today, bringing along a photograph of her family as the object that makes her happy. Kate, who wore a bespoke version of a 2,100 pounds Eponine dress and pound 295 liters K. Bennett boots, brought with her a photograph of her family as she joined Lavender primary school pupils sharing objects that represent something that makes them feel good. Sitting down with a table full of youngsters in Enfield, North London, the royal opened up her mulberry clutch bag and told them, "I've got something. It's not very big. Do you want to see it?" Kate, who teamed her outfit with 1,833 pounds gold pave earrings from Kiki McDonough, continued, "This is a photograph of my family. These are my children and this is my husband. And my family makes me feel happy, and we like playing outside together and spending lots of time together as a family. And that makes me feel very happy." The Duchess was at the North London school in her role as patron of the charity Place to Be, a leading UK children's mental health charity that provides in-school support and expert training to improve the emotional well-being of pupils, families, teachers and school staff. As part of her visit, she also joined Ems McGraw and Year 6 pupils for a food diary activity, which focused on the links between food choices and mood and feelings. After being greeted by singing children in the playground and dignitaries, where she was also given a posy, she joined Charlotte Monk, a Year 2 teacher, for her show-and-tell class, listening to the youngsters talk about objects they had brought in and how they made them feel, from swimming goggles to football stickers. Afterwards, Kate popped outside to watch some of the youngsters being put through their paces in the playground as part of the Daily Mile Challenge, which encourages the youngsters to get more active and start to think about how their physical health can affect their mental well-being. She also met the school dog, a cockapoo called Herbie, before Year 6 teacher Ashley McGraw and her class, who were working on a mood meter, discussing the benefits of food as part of your physical and mental well-being. Kate joined in with a group of youngsters chatting about foods such as sugar can give you a brief feeling of euphoria but how your emotions can then come crashing down. "It's interesting how food and energy and how you feel work together," said Kate, smiling at the children. "It's amazing the connection between physical and mental well-being." She also told them that her 3-year-old daughter already enjoyed eating olives. "Charlotte loves olives," she said, and told the youngsters how she frequently got her children to cook with her, including their favorite cheesy pasta. She then moved into a final room to chat to a group of parents about issues affecting them and their children. "I've just been learning about healthy eating. There's a very brave teacher who has laid out her weekly menu next door for the children to criticize," she told them. Among the issues they discussed were techniques that parents use to cope with the stresses of the day, including yoga and spending time together as a family, away from television and screens. Speaking afterwards, Matthew Kleiner-Mann, chief executive of the Ivy Learning Trust, which includes Lavender Primary, spoke of how engaging the Duchess had been. Mr. Kleiner-Mann, who introduced Place to Be to the school when he was head teacher 13 years ago, said, "She was so engaging and was interested in how Place to Be fitted into the whole school community. She was wonderful with the children and was keen to speak to the parents about the whole helps with their mental well-being too. I introduced Place to Be to the school because I realized the importance of counseling and mental well-being but didn't have the wherewithal to do it myself." The Duchess was really interested in how it worked, how Place to Be worked in a school environment and how it helps all children, not just those specifically having dealings with them day to day. She was very interested in our discussion about how food can change moods. She was telling us how much her children love cooking and how they cook for her. They made cheesy pasta the other day. One stirs the flour, one puts the milk and butter in, and they make salads and stuff. Food is important to her and she understands the links between mental health and physical exercise. The mother of 3, who later met pupils and teachers including world's best teacher Andrea Zafirakou at Alperton Community School in West London, dazzled in a vibrant green dress as she arrived in Enfield this morning. Kate has made mental health in the young one of the cornerstones of her public work, and recently launched a steering group to investigate the correlation between vulnerable young children and those who experience mental health problems, addiction and antisocial issues when they are older. The main thrust of the group, comprised of healthcare experts, charities and academics, is to discover whether earlier intervention would make a difference to their future lives. Today's visit allowed the Duchess to find out more about the support offered to students, teachers and parents to help with mental well-being in support of Place 2B's Children's Mental Health Week 2019. Place 2B, of which she is as patron, is a leading UK children's mental health charity providing in-school support and expert training to improve the emotional well-being of pupils, families, teachers and school staff. The charity works directly with more than 282 primary and secondary schools across England, Scotland, and Wales. Place 2B launched the first ever Children's Mental Health Week in 2015 to shine a spotlight on the importance of children and young people's mental health. The theme of this year's Children's Mental Health Week is Healthy, Inside and Out, focusing on the connection between physical and mental health. During her visit to Lavender Primary School, Kate met teachers and students taking part in Children's Mental Health Week activities and sat in on 2 different lessons focusing on the importance of physical and mental health. She then travelled to Alperton Community School to meet the UK's first winner of the Varkey Foundation Global Teacher Prize, Andrea Zafirikou, and find out more about the programs the school runs to support both students and teachers with their mental well-being. Miss Zafirikou won the Global Prize in 2018 in recognition of her contribution to the school community. On arrival, the Duchess joined a roundtable discussion with teachers about students' school readiness and teacher welfare. She also met students taking part in the Random Acts of Kindness Club, which is an extracurricular club focusing on the well-being of the school community. Before departing, Kate dropped in on an art class where she heard how the school uses art to enhance children's confidence and creativity.